This is the station, Valencia Joaquin Sorolla. And now on the way to Madrid. I should get to Madrid about a little before noon. And my flight from there, from Madrid, it's not until 10 p.m. So I have quite a bit of time. So I think we're gonna grab us a coffee. Plenty of time. Alrighty, see you in a bit. Buenos dias, everyone. I'm here at the station. We got an hour and 15 to spare, so I got me cafe con leche and also Magdalena. This is my go-to breakfast. So yeah. Alright. Let me tuck in and get this and run for the train. Catch you guys later. Bye. So just waiting here now to go through security and look at the board, and there's my train right there. The third one, 9:32 Madrid Chamatan. 1595. Platform is not announced yet, so that's what I'm waiting for. You can't go through the security until your platform is announced. So I've been reviewing my itinerary while standing here waiting for the platform to be announced. It turned out that I thought I had some time in Lisbon, but I do not. Like I said, I'm here in Valencia train station. It is 9:15, and my train is at 9:32. Gets me to Madrid in a couple hours, so about noontime. And noontime until my flight's at 10 o'clock p.m. So that leaves 10 hours, and then I like to leave 3 hours for getting to the airport and getting through security. So not much at all. So I'm probably just gonna go to the Prado and spend a few hours there, then head to the airport. Anyway, yeah. So that's it. My only free time is in Madrid today for about 8 hours. I thought I had some time in Lisbon, but I do not. Anyway, hasta luego. See you later. Bye. Hola. Is there a baggage locker around the station?
No, because we are rebuilding the station, so all the lockers are gone temporarily. But you can go just the next street. If you go out the station, right there in that street, there are like 3 or 5 or 4 lockers, like private lockers.
Where?
If you put in Google Maps, do you have Google Maps?
Yeah.
If you try searching for lockers around the station, you will see like 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, I went to one and it doesn't work.
But there are more. Yeah. Just open it and I will just try lockers.
Locker Atocha?
Just go to the search tool and you will see here. You have all those. Each one is a locker.
Yeah, I don't trust this because when I get there, there's nobody there, or it doesn't work, or
it's the only option we can provide right now because we have none. Because
this is crazy. Chamartin is like this, and now Atocha is like this.
Yeah. All the stations
crazy.
in Madrid, we are rebuilding
crazy.
both. I'm so sorry.
Okay, gracias. Yeah, okay, so I don't know if you heard that from that lady. All the train stations in Madrid are getting rebuilt, so that means they have to close all the locker places within the station, which is just crazy. And then they give you all these independent locker places around the station, not in the station, but around the station. But when you go there, there's always a problem. There's nobody there, or the automated thing doesn't work, and all sorts of problems. So I was actually at one at Chamartin station and the same problem. That's why I went here to Atocha. Now I'm just livid. I thought I would be safe here in Atocha, like I've always been. Okay, I got my locker there. I think I got everything sorted. So I just sat myself down here in one of my favorite places, hole in the wall, see what they have. Okay, I feel so much better now that I'm fed and I have my bag stored for a few hours. Yeah, the plan now is go to Prado, spend a couple of 3 hours in Prado, my favorite place in Madrid, and then after I got tired of that, go to Mercado San Miguel and have some maybe early dinner or snack or merienda, and by then I should be good and ready to go to the airport pretty early. So I'm putting that time frame in around 4 or what time is it now? It is 2 o'clock, so I'm putting that time frame around 5 or 6. So I just had a snack and walking towards Prado Museum. This is the main walkway to Prado, and alongside here you can see the Jardín something rather. Maybe I'll walk through there on the way out, but for now we're gonna spend a couple hours at Prado, probably my favorite place in Madrid. So here we are now at the Prado Museum. And here's our friend here, Mr. Velasquez. I just hope it's open. So I believe Mondays are they're closed, and on Sundays they have free admission. So today's Tuesday, we should be fine. Solo salida, no entry, ticket office. this. That's curious because I saw this artist installation over at Porto as well. Ooh, miso. So this is the Bosch exhibition room, and this is the most famous garden. What is the title of this? The Garden of Evil Delights. It's a it's a triptych, meaning there's three panels. There's a central panel, and there's a side panel. So this is pretty much reflecting Dante's Inferno idea. So I'm gonna put a picture when I do the edit on this. So basically, it represents all the the bad things that you do in life. And if you look closely, there's a hell section, and on the top of the painting, it's a horizon. Kind of it kind of reflects what heaven would be like. So if you're righteous and good and everything, you go to the top to the heavens, and to the side here is sort of like the purgatory. Like if you got questionable things, this is the level that you would go to. And down below, on the center panel, pretty much represents hell. If you look closely again, there's a lot of depiction of hell. And
No,
oh, it's just audio.
no, esto.
No,
No,
record it.
no, apágalo.
Yeah.
No, apágalo.
It's
Apágalo.
audio,
Guárdalo.
okay. Audio.
Esto, ya, sí, audio vale, pero esto no.
Sí, it's only audio.
Esto lo guardas.
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, the Christ here. I was just giving a hard time there by the lady. I was just recording audio. Um, so I'll have to do a voiceover on this part. Where did I leave off? I believe I left off on the middle panel, bottom middle panel. So, as I mentioned before, this is pretty much representation of the stories in the Bible. Like I said, this is a lot of Dante's Inferno. So, continuing on, the bottom middle panel is just a depiction of excesses. Pretty much depiction of hell. So if you point a finger in one of the scene in the bottom of the center panel, you will see that. And lastly, on the left is the depiction of heaven. After Judgment Day, you get to join God, and everything will be just peachy. So anyway, this is a pretty powerful work. I would say this is one of the top 5 works at the Prado Museum. So anyway, moving on to the next. And this is the room exhibition for Goya. And I'm pretty sure you've seen this work before. This was this is 1700. And by the way. And this is another famous Goya. This is the Colossus, I believe. Yes, this is the Colossus. This is one of my favorite works here. So we are are coming into the classical exhibitions now. So this is, what you think about when you think of Greek mythology. Um, these are the classicals. When you when the term classical goes, I don't know if you can see the statue. They're not stiff, standing straight up. You know, they're in their what you call a contrapose, where the foot, one of the foot is leading, and the other foot is kind of like supportive, kind of like propping behind, and the statue also suggests motion. They're just not standing there, so they are in motion. They're doing something. They're moving. So that's the that's the hallmark of classical Greek. But then, of course, the Roman copied it. Every Greek god has a Roman equivalent. For instance, Venus is Roman. Aphrodite is Greek classical. So these are the Roman counterpart of the classical Greek or Hellenic period. There's sort of subtle difference between the Roman statues and the Greek statues. The Roman still has a little bit air of formality. Their poses are not as in motion as the Greeks are. So this exhibition room here is, I would say, the most famous exhibition room in Prado. These are the portraits of the royal family, the Habsburg, to be exact. And along there, where the crowd are gathered, is probably the most famous art here in the Prado. This is a portrait of Princess Marguerite, done by Velázquez. So let me squeeze in here. So this is a painting of Princess Margaret, done by Velázquez. The way this work is, the perspective of this painting is as if the royal family are looking at a mirror, a big mirror, while the painting is being worked on. Velázquez is there on the side, sort of, a lot of artists make cameos in their work. And that big canvas that he's working on is the subject of this work. As if you're in a room, they're looking at the mirror, a big mirror, Princess Marguerite, and I don't know if you can see out there in the back, there's a mirror, there's a small mirror. So that is the king and queen. They're watching Princess Marguerite get painted. So in turn, we get a glimpse, like a tease, that they're in the room, they're present. And also, there's a perspective play there in the back where the man is standing at the door. I can't remember the exact detail on it, but I'll look it up and I will put it in during post. So most of the works here are portraits of the royal family, the Habsburgs, to be exact. As I mentioned before in my previous video, the Habsburg, in order to keep their empire and keep everything royal in the family, they marry themselves, the cousin families, whatnot. So they started developing this physical deformity. Almost all of them has it. they have an enlarged chin. They develop this sort of big chin. You can see that with Princess Margaret. So when they developed that deformity, it also affected their speech. So they list certain words. Like I mentioned before, gracias is is one of them, and other words usually ends with ssas. There are lisped pronouns, and this is prominent in the Catalonia area, where Barcelona is. This is where this pronunciation is more prevalent. Let's see here. I believe this is King. Yeah, this is King Philip. As you can see, his chin is quite prominent, and well, it's deformed, right? So, here's another picture of him. Another picture of King Philippe. Yeah. So I've been coming to this room like every 2 years for the last 40 years. And this is the Grand Hall. So most of the works here are kind of the end of Baroque or post-Baroque period. Velázquez, Goya. So, okay, so the term Baroque. Baroque pretty much, literally it means deformed pearl, or, ugly pearl is what it is. It translates to literally. That's what this art period got coined, Baroque, since, well, the way it works with Baroque is these are arts usually commissioned for churches, and they evoke a very strong emotion. These works are pretty much propaganda, and pretty much tells the story of the Bible. So this style of art is meant to tug at your heart, sort of influence you. These are like the first influencers, if you will. Probably propaganda is not too bad a word to use for the quality of Baroque. And of course, during this time, in the medieval time, there's education is hard to come by, so people do not read, but they go to church and such. So this is sort of their education. This is how the churches and religion is communicated to the masses. So, in essence, again, Baroque means kind of gaudy, kind of look at me, you cannot ignore me kind of thing. And the Baroque and post-Baroque continues. I'm kind of doing a speed course of the Prado Museum here. This is usually a lot more crowded, like during the summer months, June, starting June, basically. Like that room where Princess Margaret is in the summertime, that is just jam packed with people, wall to wall. So I didn't. I just got out. I was there in there for over an hour, less than 2 hours. I didn't do quite an intensive viewing of the works there. I just did the highlights basically. Yeah, I've been I've been to this museum many more times that I can think of. But it's always nice to come back, and I like this. I like this part of the museum. This is, you know, kind of a nice place to chill. This is the main courtyard right here, and over there is the Real Jardín Botánico. It's a nice park. Let's go through there. It's kind of like a nice place to stroll through. Okay, so this is the Real Jardín Botánico right next to the Prado Museum. It's a pretty nice garden to walk through. It's not small. It's not too big, and it's very nicely done. And what's nice is along the side there is where we came from on the way to the museum. You see those fence right there. So I like going through here after having gone through the museum. I mean, it's going to take me to the same place where I need to go, but instead, you know, I get this beautiful place to walk through. It's kind of, it's indeed pretty, and it changes. It changes all the time. It changes the time of the year, and beautiful. Did I say that already? All right, so it's about 3 now, or a little past 3. My flight is at 10. I intend to get there 3 hours before, so that'll be 7. And I intend to leave here at 6, which is 2 hours from now. I still need to pick up my bag at the baggage storage. But let's forget all about that for now. Let's, you know, be in the moment here in the garden. Just, you know, no agenda. Just walk around, look, and feel, smell, and enjoy what we have here. I mean, I kind of like it because it's not stiff and regimented like you know, how French gardens are with the maze and everything. But these are nicely laid out, but you know, not stiff and formal. It's just joyful, just looking at that, you know, listening to the water, looking at the beautiful plants and flowers around trees. Well, I'm almost out of battery here, so hopefully what battery I have left is enough to give justice to this garden. So I'm gonna stop recording any moment now because the battery would be gone in not too long.
Ali, é você não. Parece pardalzinho, mas ele é gordinho.
It's just very tastefully done. So right now should be, a good time. It's coming into spring. As you can see, all these irises are blooming. They're getting their blooms on. I have a book in my bag. If I have 2 more hours to spare, I would just sit on a bench here and read. Oh, that's a pretty purple flower. Oh, salvia. Okay, that's a salvia. It's common. Beautiful springtime in Madrid. One of my favorite cities in Europe. This is, wow, okay. I've never seen an Irish that's yellow, but that's beautiful. You can't blame Van Gogh for painting the irises, eh? Fur game, fur flag. God, I can just feel my stress level just drop by 2 levels since I walked in here. Again, we're not gonna go extensive. We're just kind of going a run through lengthwise. So in this corner here, these are the shrubs and the trees. Not all are decorative. These are trees and bushes and hedges and trees again. You can see there's a plot of banana tree. And I can see that, yeah. Just lovely. It would be far more lovely if there's a water fountain somewhere, because I'm perched. So I hope the audio is coming out from this. I wouldn't doubt it. My mic battery is dead. So when the mic battery dies or goes off, it transfers to the camera mic. More of that beautiful iris. And I don't know what this white one is. What is this one? I bet it's just, it's also Irish, but it's white. And here's sort of a lavender or beigey iris. And here's your classical, typical blue-violet iris. If you guys can see the sign. Prohibito coger frutos. Don't eat the fruits. Don't eat the fruit. Don't eat the apple. Hey Eve, yo, don't eat the apple, okay? I'm just gonna keep strolling here until the battery runs out. And then it's time to pick up my pack from the baggage storage and head for the airport. My thighs are still sore from that climb in that tower the other day. That was quite something. So I'm gonna give myself some time to get to the airport. As we saw earlier at the 2 train station, it's getting, all the train stations in Madrid are basically getting gutted and renovated. So all the services are not there. So so I had to take my pack to get stored somewhere else, like 2 blocks away from the train station. It's just crazy. Stressful. So this is the far end of the park, opposite the entrance gate. So here, I guess these are the trees. Laurel, avellano, eucalypto. I wonder if it's, let's see, that should smell. Don't smell like eucalyptus. Pine, cypress, acacia. And that's polygamous, like me. Polyamorous. And here we can see this is, I guess this is the nursery, sort of, outside nursery, where they start up the hedges and whatnots before they move them into where they are supposed to be. So yeah, let's go down this way and then we can exit from here. I also love the sound of the gravel when you walk on it and when you're strolling on it. Actually, I like like the really coarse gravel better. You know, like the size of beans. It just crunches when you walk on it. So these are the tree side of the park, which lines the street here, where we were walking earlier. Makes sense. Yeah, my battery's almost shot. So that's the main Prado Boulevard, the fence. This is where we're walking at alongside. Usually they have the gates open here in the back too. My battery indicator is red, so we're gonna fade out here in a second now. Fade to black. It's red, so it's time to fade to black. Oh, that's beautiful. I think that's Bugabias. No, no. What is this? I think this is yeah. No, they're not. It's not. It's not Bugabias. Otherwise, it would have thorns on it. And we know our friend hibiscus. Yes, the gimbal camera is running on fumes right now, and so am I. Yeah, see, that's one of the gates that is sometimes open. Usually weekends that would be open, and one in far back there, the opposite of where we came from. So the ticket for entrance here is €4. Money well spent, indeed. I guess we're venturing into the world of roses here. That's peony roses, are they? The low ones? Hello, my Cocoa Puffs. I'm here now at, let me get your frame right first. I am here at Lisbon Airport. The following day, today is the 23rd, and this is my flight back to Chicago. So let me spin you around through the airport. I flew in here last night around midnight, so I stayed at a hostel in a historic town. Just basically had dinner there and went to bed. Got up at 9 a.m., more like 8 a.m. Showered, got things ready, and got here to the airport. and I've been just so tired by just traveling from Madrid to here. It took about an hour to get through security, through scanning your stuff, and then another hour through customs. So I'm just totally knackered. So I'm gonna update later, probably not until when I get to Chicago. Good morning, boys and girls. We're back stateside now. So I'm here at the Red Line. And going to North Halsted. It is, what time is it? It's about 11:30, and the Amtrak doesn't leave until 4 p.m. So I got a few hours. So just gonna go to my few watering holes over in North Halsted, and just killing time right now. Basically, I'm also still running on fumes. Hello, boys and girls. At Chicago's Union Station now. Oh, I am exhausted. Anyway, I just got here about 15 minutes ago. I just have to crash on the bench and just crash for 20 minutes because I'm so exhausted. Hello, muchachos. In line for Blue Water. This is a Port Huron Destin train. Goes through East Lansing. This is, yeah, Blue Water. That's freaky violent. I won't want to be on there.
Station once again now arriving East Lansing Station. At East Lansing Station, these are stop, ladies and gentlemen. Please take this time to look at your overhead compartment and arrange seats for your personal belongings. Only the train reaching Amtrak personnel. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, only two doors will open here at East Lansing Station. Once again, two doors only. So ladies and gentlemen, please make your way towards your nearest conductor for your exit. Once again, now arriving East Lansing Station.
Alright, we just came back. Let's do a quick turnaround. There's a train that we just came from. Now let's go find Mrs. Melissa. I see a red truck. This must be her. Hello. Are you my Uber? Have you been sleeping in here?
No, the dog. You can put the seat down if you want.
Oh God. Let me just put... Huh?
What's in there?
Stuff?
How was your ride back?
What's that?
How was your train ride back?
Okay. It stopped at that station for like an hour. Yeah, where the maintenance thing is. I'm gonna get home and just collapse.
It's a long couple weeks.
You're still on cam.
I look like shit.
This thing
I'm
has
ready for bed.
This thing has never left my hand since I left. We can say that a journey begins with one step, and from that step, the possibilities of what lies ahead is infinite. The idea was born from the 7th century's The Grand Tour, associated with the British nobilities afforded by their successes from the Industrial Revolution. One important thing to note is that this is only one part of the equation. Emerson, Ralph Waldo, traveling is a fool's paradise. This would be the other half of the equation. In his words, though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not.